not see the countdown, but that's okay.
Hello, hello, hello to all of our communities. My name is Coach Tiara. I am a certified life skills instructor. And then I'll allow the other two young ladies to introduce themselves. Can you hear? All right. So, Coach Nakia, go ahead and introduce yourself, just your name and what you do.
Hi, everybody. My name is Nakia Roundtree of Roundtree Resources, and I am a career and professional development coach.
All right. And you, Coach Steph.
Hi, I'm Coach Steph. I'm a transformation life coach. I assist women who are high achieving women who want to find balance and multiple roles and distress and things like that.
All right, that makes sense. So, the reason for our call today is to collaborate, to share with everyone what it is that we do so they can get familiar with the coaching community. A lot of people don't know, so they can't reach us if they don't know our services. So, I'm just going to jump right in to the purpose of this call. We've all introduced ourselves, so I would just start by saying that I am a holistic wellness as well as life skills coach. I help people who are struggling to achieve their goals as well as their aspirations. And my clients are normally student leaders and professionals. Okay, next person.
All right, and I guess I'll go next because I see myself at the top of the screen.
Okay.
So, I'm Nakia Roundtree, as I stated, and I help all kinds of people. Typically, my clients are women, people who are returning to the workforce, people who are entering the workforce, everyone who is trying to connect some way in some fashion with employment. Also, holistic coaching. I understand that many times you show up the same in different places. So just because you may start with a career challenge, that may actually bleed over into all other aspects of your life. So most of my clients are men and women of all ages, wherever they are in their lives and in their employment journey. I'm there to help support and help navigate that process.
Okay, thank you. Coach Steph.
Hi, like I said earlier, I work primarily with women that's in their 20s.
Sorry, that's my.
some some of the women are finding themselves. They could have completed college and they enter into their career field, but now they find themselves unhappy. So I help them find fulfillment in their lives, professionally and personally, by focusing on their values, their goals, their interests and hobbies, as well as their spirituality.
That made the sense, and thank you so much for sharing. So, what should people know about you? And whoever want to take the lead on that, you can go right ahead.
Um, what you should know about me is that it comes from a pure place, a place of experience, knowing that I walked in their shoes before and I came out on the other side. I had personal challenges as well as professional, and I basically rebuilt my life in the career and entered into a field that I love, which is helping women. So working with me, we know you have a helping hand, somebody that can identify with your needs and understand your unspoken words and things like that.
That makes sense. Okay. And for you, Coach Nakia?
I'm a woman of few words. So I am authentic, credible, and really just passionate about the development of people. I think a lot of times we as people in general, women especially, we don't take the time to develop ourselves, and that bleeds over into all other aspects of our lives. So that's the number one thing I want people to know, is that I am walking alongside you, not just coaching you, telling you what to do, but really walking alongside you, helping you to develop yourself.
Mhm.
That makes sense. Thank you so much for sharing. So, I am a Christian first. I put God first in everything in my life. And I am a mommy second. So, I am the mother of a beautiful, creative 18-year-old who is on her way to college next year. And I pride myself because I had her at the age of 17. And I recognized, oh, I've made a mistake, but I'm going to turn this thing around and I am going to make it work for my good. Meaning, I had to correct my behaviors and I had to move forward with God and with myself and say, you know what? I am not going to be destitute. I am not going to lack anything in the form of life. And that's really what I want to bring to my clients who are also men and women as well. They are student leaders. What I want to do with student leaders and professionals is um, have them take a look at their inner self to bring out their outer capabilities. Okay. So a lot of times we walk through life and we believe that we are not capable, but we actually are. We may just need a coach like myself, a certified life coach, to push us forward and help us see that we can achieve. So, my mission and my goals is making belief possible, and one of my three pillars is never giving up. Yes. So the next question is, what is your legacy? What do you want your legacy to be? Your practice, your program, and I'll go ahead and start off with Coach Step.
Well, my legacy is that hopefully my clients and everybody to know me that I'm passionate about mental health. I'm passionate about helping women find themselves. A person who, whenever after their purpose in life, after rediscovering them own selves, and then mind reaching back and trying to help other people.
Okay, I love it. And for you, Coach Nakia.
For me, my goal has always been throughout my life to leave the world better than I found it, right? So working with me, it's tailored specifically for the individual. I lead with the career and the professional development, but oftentimes, as I said before, other things come up that need to be attended to during the coaching relationship. So everywhere you go, you're there. So how you show up in the world, whether it be at work, at home, at church, or at school, are all intertwined because, of course, the common denominator is who? You. So, based upon your needs, my services are tailored specifically to you. And my goal is to support you in reaching those goals because when you succeed, we all succeed.
I agree. Thank you so much for that. And then, if you ladies can take the time to just tell us, how long have you been in your practice in your profession, and how many more years do you want to continue this profession? I'll
Um,
start. So I have been a part of the coaching community for 5 years now, but my role in coaching didn't start there. It started in corporate. So a lot of my roles in corporate was helping student nurses, to be specific, from start to finish of their programs, making sure that they can graduate at an academically high level. And so a lot of what I did was teach them strategies to move forward. So then I brought that, my lifestyle, plus my skills, and I said, you know what? I'm able to motivate. I'm able to give people the fire that they need, just like I'm, giving myself, giving them fire gives me fire. So I just say, you know what? Okay, I'm motivational speak. I support student leaders as well as professionals in their career journey. I want to be a life coach. And I came up with the concept, not even to be honest, knowing anything about life coaching, but I knew that I had experienced a lot in my life. I actually wrote and published my first book. I also have a second one. My first book is a biography about my life, because I think a lot of people did not understand me. They didn't understand why I walked with my head held high. They didn't understand why I wanted to continue to achieve goals, and they always thought I was better than, right? But that is not the case. And so I wrote that book to let them really get to know who I am and why I work so hard. And it's because I've been through a lot. And so that's how I came up with the concept of being a life coach. And I took the steps to get certified. So yeah, that's it. So I would say my experience just coaching and advising in general goes over 12 years easy, but being certified, that has been about 5 years.
And for me, very similar background. I worked in corporate America for a major financial services company, which will
Okay.
remain nameless,
I
right?
got you. Absolutely.
And I was downsized. So at that time, when you lost your job, you just lost your job. So I had to coach myself into a new job and go through the whole process. And that kind of sparked my interest in helping other people
Okay.
find jobs. And I actually was working with some of the other people who were downsized as well
I
to
got
help coach them through the process.
you. Okay.
And over the course of time doing that, I shifted to human resources where I
Okay.
did a lot of recruiting, a lot of working with people. Workforce development is what we call it now, or rather what we called it then, and working specifically with all types of people who were unemployed, trying to help them get jobs.
Mhm.
So, in total, I've probably been coaching for about 20 years.
Okay.
And my most recent experience with coaching was in higher education. So
Yeah.
moving from corporate to HR
I got you. And you know
to
what, Miss
colleges.
You know what, Coach Nakia, I also have that background and you brought it out of me. So I had a moment where I was as well in HR. And so what my role was to hold orientations for security officers. And so I had to
Mm-hmm.
hold orientations. I had to certify them. I was a CP. My license is now expired, but I was a certified CPR instructor. And so I had to certify them in CPR. And, so I also have a HR background. It's a lot about me that I didn't share. I just kept it very sweet. But yeah, I've worked in higher ed, I've worked in HR, and I too have worked in finance. So we
Mm-hmm.
definitely have a lot of commonalities. And then I want to take the time and let Coach Steph let us know how long has she been in the coaching community and some of her background.
Hi. So I started off in mental health like 26 years ago, I believe.
Okay.
And I went through a lot of non work for nonprofits.
Okay.
And recently I have been working for the government for 16 years, while I also experienced like a downsize in my career. And I did not was not able to get that upward mobility like I wanted. And I had to have an honest conversation with myself. Like, is this what I want to continue and do in life? And after I asked myself those questions, I didn't. So I ended up going back to school again, second master's in marriage and family therapy, which gave me an opportunity to work with women and children and families. And I just love it. I didn't understand at first that part of being a therapist is part of coaching. And I started to figure that out that, oh, yeah, maybe I am doing some life coaching in here. And that also sparked like my creative side, because therapy can be very structured one on one, but I like to use different tools to help my clients and things. So I'm
Okay.
like, well, how can I do that? And I learned that being a life coach, I can reach more people and use my skills to touch and heal more people than just in one structured setting. So I think coaching has gave me freedom, and I want
Okay.
to give that as a gift to my clients.
Awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna ask, what are you all's plans closing out 2024? So we are now at the end of November. We have a full month of December, and then we'll be going into the new year, January 2025, where a lot of our clients are gonna have some big goals. A lot of us have big goals at the beginning of the year. So, what are you working on closing out 2025 going into 2024 going into 2025? And I'll let Coach Nakia start us out.
For 2024, I'm really trying to close out a lot of loose ends.
I got you.
I've got a couple of clients that I'm working with right now. We're getting ready to onboard them to new opportunities of, here at the end of the year. So really kind of tying up some loose ends with them to be able to continue to support them once they begin their new jobs in the new year, because that's also something that I do with my clients. Once you get the job, the relationship is not over. I continue to provide support to help you navigate through the negotiation, the onboarding, and then once you're on the job, getting comfortable with being on the job. So that's going to be my major focus for the end of this year. And then for next year, for 2025, my goal is to open up a little bit more availability for additional coachees or people who want to take advantage of coaching services,
Okay.
because for a long time I've done in-person stuff, but I
Okay.
realized that doing in person kind of limits my gifts for everyone else. So
I got
I'm
you.
opening up for everybody to come and see me virtually to meet the
Amen.
goals that they have.
All right, I like that. Virtual introductions are definitely necessary. And I think COVID actually opened us up to that, right? So it opened up a different world where we thought that everything had to be in person, but we realized that we have more effectiveness by going virtual and getting things done. Yeah. And what about you, Coach Steph? How does your 2024 end and your 2025 begin?
It's ending on a very relaxing note. Surprisingly, I had a busy summer and things. I actually invested more in myself this year. I did more self care. I went like camping for the first time, canoeing for the first time. So just pouring into myself. So at the end of this year, I'm just like Coach Nakia, closing out some things, letting some things go, people go, things that's run its course. So I can open the door for new things to happen in 2025. Releasing my program, releasing products. So I'm just excited about all the things that's just bubbling out of me.
All right. Tell us one of your products that you want to release.
I've been using Lion's Mane for the last 6 months now.
Okay.
I had to take a very important exam, and it helps with cognitive abilities and memory, and it helps create new neurons in the mind. So if you like sluggish and all those great things, it helps give you a boost of energy and a mind boost. So I'm looking at working with more of those products, making tinctures and things like that. And I actually enlisted my family. They're my first testers. They're going to try out my products for me.
Okay. Okay, I like that. It actually sounds like a really dope product. When you are talking about the mind, that is a big thing because our minds are filled with a lot. So I'm excited for you to actually launch that product as well as your program. So I'll just jump into mine. For Coach Tierra going out of 2025, I too have the same goal of launching a strong program and curriculum for my student leaders and my professionals. So I want them to stay tuned. That launch, I'm planning to be January 2025, and I'm definitely the type of person that like to stick to schedule. I am also planning a retreat for December 2025, and I'm building a strong team off of that. And so, if anyone wants to be a vendor for that or other coaches want to get involved, I'm definitely open. I have a team of five, and we are going strong with planning and trying to get that information out. And then I'll be dropping two books next year. So I already have two. I'll be dropping two more. So that's my 2025. Also, one of my goals was to collaborate with other coaches, just like we're doing now. So every Sunday around this time, I plan to collaborate with every two coaches, just so that we can share who we are. Because if people don't know us, they can't find us. They don't know our services. So that is one of my goals and what I have to offer to the community, because I really, truly, truly, truly believe in life coaching. I have my own coach as well, and I just joined, the PCM 2.0 community because it is something that I believe in. And I said, well, if I'm a coach, I do have to have a coach, so that people can know that coaching is real. It's real. We are transformative, we are strong, and we plan to give that to our clients. So I'm going to end it out with this, but I want you all to chime in as well. So I'm going to ask a gem type of question, and I want you to leave a gem after we all answer this question. So, what should every woman have that they may not have? And you can't name a purse. You got to name one thing that every woman should have, that they may not. It may not be in their toolbox, but they should have it. And I'll let you start, Coach Steph.
I think it's a sense of self.
Okay.
I think that's what women need because women are nurturers and givers, and they can put everybody and everything before them, and they put themselves on the back burner, and they lose themselves. And as months and years go by, it turns into decades, and they're no longer who they were in the beginning. They don't know who they are. They just know that they are a wife and a mother. So I believe every woman should have a sense of self.
Okay. All right. And then for you, Coach Steph. I mean, Nakia. Sorry. Thank you, Coach
No
Steph.
worries. That gave me time to find the button on the screen. For me, I think it's important for every woman to have a separate bank account that's set aside specifically for your dreams and goals, right? We have our savings accounts, our checking accounts to pay the bills, to go on vacation, do all that. But I think we should also have, we'll call it a third account that's set aside specifically for what you really want to do. You want this to be something that you can't touch, even in any emergency, right? Because emergencies happen all the time. And so, okay, I got this stashed over here. I'm just going to dip into that. No, absolutely not. This should be a fund that is specifically for your professional, your personal development, to attend a seminar, get a coach, right? Or a therapist, right? Something that you are going to be rewarding yourself for your own growth and development, right? Because when you remove money as a barrier, then you really have no excuse not to do the work, right? Time, maybe sometimes, but what I found, at least for my personal self, is if money is not an issue, I can do anything.
I agree. And I just want to say thank you for sharing that gem, Coach Nakia. And I am in agreement. So, um, definitely, I have been walking with purpose and saying, before you invest in material things, like purses, like clothing brands, like cars, the one person you need to invest in is yourself. So imagine working 40 hours, 60 hours, 80 hours a week, and you're giving your whole paycheck to somebody else, not you. That raises a question for me. So, yes, definitely invest in yourself. And the one way you can is by getting a coach. Coaching is a forward practice, it's not backwards. So, I believe that you are our clients, people who are searching for help. I hear women, I hear professionals, I hear student leaders, I hear women and men. Come on over and get some of this forward thinking and practice, and people who are making beliefs possible and walking that way in their own life. So what I believe every woman and man should have is a just like Miss Nakia said, is a um, I want to say envelope. I'll say an envelope where they're investing in themselves. So that is my gym question. Did you all want to ask a gym question or leave a gym for anyone that will be looking for this? After we go off live, they'll see it. What kind of gym do you want to leave?
Like what everybody was saying, invest in yourself, invest in your self development. You only have one self, so make the most of yourself and get the most out of life. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. All right. And Miss Coach Nakia, did you have anything you want to say before we go off the line?
Not a whole lot more. I think this has been a great opportunity to share with the viewers. Um, Really, going into 2025, it's time, right? No matter what you've done or experienced before, you can always do something new and do something different to get a different result, right? It's perfect time to start fresh. We're wrapping up the year. We're going to the new year. We can do new things in the new year. So take advantage of every opportunity that you have and make it work for you, right? Make it work for you.
Absolutely. And so, if someone wanted to schedule a discovery call for you, I'm going to ask either once you get off this live, you drop your information in the comments, or you can just say it now, how someone can get in contact with you to schedule a discovery call.
Well, for me, you all can follow me on IG, Threads, and Facebook at Roundtree Resources. It's all together, no space in between. At Roundtree Resources, my information is in the bios, and we'll also make sure that you have the direct Calendly link to schedule a discovery call. The calendar, I can't even say it. The link to my calendar will list all of my availability for a free call, a free clarity call. I call it a clarity call, where we have a short 15 to 30-minute conversation, see where you are, see if I can help you, see if there's anything that I can either direct you to, if I can assist you, and help you get on track for 2025. So at Roundtree Resources on IG, Facebook, and Threads.
All right. And I'm definitely following you, I believe, on both IG and Facebook myself. I don't have threads. So that is definitely a forward engine. And I have been seeing them. So you are definitely moving forward. How about you, Coach Steph?
Yes. So that, like Coach Nakia, I'm on all the major streaming sites like Instagram and Facebook, TikTok and Threads. You can email me directly at Stephanie@uptherapies.com. Also, I can drop the link for my discovery calendar, so you can always book a call with me. I mean, like I said, you can always jump in the DMs. I'm always available. So just look up Coach Steph.
All right. All right, ladies, you all enjoy your evening. I hope that this call was resourceful to you. And I hope that it does bring you that soulmate client you are looking for. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.